Or are you asking what the prop is?
Yeah, what that is.
It's an isolation booth for the microphone that I use for voiceover stuff.
Oh man, like give me 20 minutes with some chrome paint. I'll make that thing look dope.
Yeah, it's gonna get.
Oh hi, we're recording.
Oh, my hair's already starting to get messed up. We ain't started yet.
The stress is real.
Stress is stressful. Anyway.
That is the word. Thank you for joining us for our session of The Keep today. As you can tell, tension is high. It is going to be a good episode. So thank you for coming along with us. Before we jump into the game itself, we have just a few quick announcements to get through. First off, as always, Take This, which is an awesome nonprofit organization dedicated to decreasing the stigma of mental health issues in the gaming community and raising awareness and resources to support that. So check them out, donate if you can, but we understand it has been a crazy couple of years lately, so at least spread the word on social media. Speaking of social media, you should also check out our social medias. We are The Keep RPG across Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and TikTok. And also, you should check us out on SoundCloud. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Cool. So find our podcast there. You should also find it on YouTube. All of our VODs are available on YouTube, along with a couple channels from our cast members here. Garrett, Jay, y'all want to go over Night Shift Night and the Pandaverse?
Go for it, Garrett. You first.
Okay. Well, but first, hold on. There's a very important PSA I feel that needs to be made because, misinformation and the spreading of misinformation is like bad. We don't want to, have people be misinformed. So anvils, sometimes, you think you understand a thing because you have this false misconception, right?
I thought we solved this in the group chat.
We did.
Your average anvil is within the range of about 100 pounds. And I know that. I have physical evidence and proof because that's the anvil that we have where I work. And if we zoom in real close, you can see that says 112 lb. So 20 pounds is incorrect. Whoever would say such things is that's madness. Why would you anyway? But yes, Night Shift Night. It is where I YouTubes. And I did a video not too long ago, and it was great. I don't know why I did that. It was a fun video. If you go watch the video, you'll know why I put that helmet on my head. It was fun. And I'm also working on, I got 2 videos that are also in the works, another toy review and working on clone stuff. So, yeah, do stuff, watch things. And, okay, Jane's turn.
And there will be a link for his thing down in the Doobly.
Yeah, a link for the whatchamadiddle.
Here somewhere.
Friends.
And then, twitch.tv/thepandaverse. I do a lunchtime thing from noon to 1 Central. And that's always fun. Play some Magic the Gathering, meet new people. Got into a contest Thursday, I want to say, with somebody who thoroughly whooped my tail, only to find out they are on the pro gamer circuit.
Whoa!
Didn't tell me that ahead of time. I'm just like, man, you are so good. Yeah, there's a reason for that. Then I found Friday nights we're doing typically doing alpha and beta testing, but for right now, we are playing Elder Scrolls Online, the new Blackwood release. The full release comes out June 1st, and in the meantime, I am getting so much love for that one. It's a ton of fun. And then Saturdays, we just do whatever. So come check us out. Woo!
Cool. Definitely go give them a like or a follow. They do cool stuff.
Follow the like.
Indeed.
Follow the Yellow Brick Road.
I thought
Totally
of
go
that
old Dinotopia miniseries.
Yes!
Find the lights.
Oh my gosh! Wow, taking it way
No.
back.
Pull.
Oh,
That was the one where they like found this alternate, like not alternate world or whatever, but it was like an island that had dinosaurs on it and whatnot. That's what that was, right?
Yep. Uh-huh.
I vaguely remember that from fourth grade.
I
was my
love
childhood.
that thing.
They had like mecha dinosaurs and stuff too.
Has a very young Remus Lupin, if I'm not mistaken.
it does, in fact.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's a
It made
great-
watching Harry Potter movies very weird. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into the game today. Without further ado, when last we had left our heroes, they had managed to rescue and free a cursed oracle, survive a shop raid, deceive a high priest in Dragonthrone, and insult a group of Dragonthrone squires. And the party
Yeah.
found themselves mostly reunited. Solyex had awakened after a fitful night's rest with some very vivid dreams in his bathtub. He took a trip to the armorer, to Loretta's Leatherworks with Aura, learned a little bit more about the aid while having a classic arbiter breakfast of TL and A.
Yep.
Val had found his body possessed by the puppet master while his consciousness was transferred to the Paragon's yoke. He frantically tried to find a way out as the foreign power mastered his mannerisms and got a glimpse into his memories. Managing to gather the strength of will to repossess his body for just a very short moment, Val cried out to his goddess, who gave him the strength to retake his body. Hoping to overcome the curse, Val restored himself and took off in search of his party for aid. With the four who had previously regrouped, Doran, Halberd, Kazator, and Rai, you had spent the night in the catacombs, and you were preparing to go supposedly reunite with Val at Gertie's shop the next morning. As y'all were preparing to head out, Doran took a moment to have Sarai send a message to Lita.
Yep.
Receiving confirmation that all was well, Sarai pointed him to Milo, the brewmaster of the catacombs, who had carved a map of these tunnels, this cavernous area, and Doran, with that map in mind, quickly took off to join the others as they made their way to speak with Gertie. At the shop, while Rai and Doran entertained Gertie and had good conversation, Halberd took Kazator aside to learn more about Avenar, having recently discovered that the Archlich was imprisoned with the wish spell Halberd possesses, being the key to his release. Talking about possessions and being possessed, I have to make sure I'm using the right tenses here.
Plenty tense.
Right?
Yes, it is.
Y'all learned that the Archlich was actually a former archivist of the library, and Halberd attempted to converse with Rai to coax some more information out of her. And instead, Rai managed to get pretty much the whole story from Kazator and Doran. Flabbergasted, Rai messaged Oust for help, who retrieved the cleric and quickly and straightforwardly guided him to reunite with the group at Gertie's. Learning of the situation with the Paragon's Yoke, this magical sword, the group attempted to destroy first the curse and then the weapon, but found themselves thwarted by the inherent magical nature of the sword.
Never had a sword laugh at us before.
Right?
We've now experienced a sword laughing at us. Very sad.
Well, we'll go ahead and we will pick up after you have
Been laughed at?
had your efforts foiled, the sword having defied all attempts to break it so far. What are y'all doing? What's the plan? What's the goal? Where are y'all going?
Val's just gonna look around in utter panic.
Unmagic it. We need to put it somewhere. If we
Okay,
can't break it or unmagic it, what other options do we have?
All right, so here's the problem with putting it somewhere. So last night I actually buried the sword in the middle of the woods, outside the city. I made my way into the city, which came across another panic moment that we will deal with momentarily. That being said, went to sleep, found myself, I guess a few hours later, in not with the sword in my hands, but I was in the sword. And the puppet master was in control of my body. I don't think we can just put this somewhere.
No, I know of a really good place to put really powerful artifacts to make sure that they don't get used by people. And Rye does give a pointed glance to Halbert as she says this.
I just smile at her.
And I assume you're referring to the library.
Oh, yes, a place where they just train people to find artifacts of power and retrieve
And
them.
lose them, and other people have to recover them.
Oh, yes, we really don't know how the artifact ended up in the place that it was, do we?
We know that it was in their possession, and now it is not.
Yes, and it could return to their possession if you just would be so kind. But apparently you just like playing with your toys, so...
I don't know.
Val's just gonna do like a quick tennis match type deal. Would someone like to, while we wait for Solix to make his arrival and maybe get his input, would somebody like to tell me what the hell you're talking about?
Casator would like to tell you everything that he's talking about.
I don't know if Solix is arriving. He told Sarai he was busy this morning.
Yeah, then I got involved. So I'm assuming he'll be here momentarily.
Yeah, because hearing from you is much more to him than hearing from Sarai.
Panic tends to do that. Also, I'm willing to make a scene. So, at this particular point, though, question remains unanswered. What the hell are you talking about with toys and artifacts and library not placing things correctly?
Did that not get explained to all of us?
Val wasn't here.
Val wasn't there
Val
yet.
wasn't there for that.
Okay.
Jay was there. Val was not.
Yeah. The rest of us know. Okay.
So would somebody like to commence with the spillage?
Going to look
We spill the beans, so we don't have to say it all again.
Okay, I'm good with that. Somebody say this.
Or says nothing, so somebody else did. Just want that.
Okay, who am I getting the story from?
I'm guessing.
Sure, I'll explain. I'll just cliff notes it brief. Like, here's the deal. Here's what we know.
I was going to just why me? So apparently everything I possess is cursed at the moment. Wonderful. One powerful being at a time. So here's what I know. Right now I'm currently tethered to this puppet master, and while I feel like one of the tethers has been broken, there are still plenty more that are connecting me to this stupid sword. There are a lot of ways to potentially fix this that are both expensive and time-consuming, and I will need a great bit of help in doing this. That being said, I'm going to see where Solix is at the moment. So, half a mo, I'm going to cast Sending.
Half a mo?
Okay. I will say, as y'all are having this conversation, probably midway through Doran's explanation, y'all do hear bells ringing throughout the city. Solix, you also hear these bells from where you are at with Aura.
Is her name spelled A-U-R-A?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Wow.
I'm gonna look over at Gertie to see if she can give any explanation.
I'm following.
I'm just
at the same time.
Let's see. Gertie's listening. She's like, it's a summons of some sort. Something spotted on the horizon down at the gate calling for certain individuals. I'm not very familiar with this particular call, though. Solyax, where you are at with Aura, you are in Loretta's Leatherworks. You have been perusing the various types of gear that is offered, and it's not just armor. There is a wide array of garments that are made of leather that are sold here also. There are bags and pouches, there are belts, there are individual pieces of armor in addition to full kits. And from everything you've seen with your passive perception, it looks to be fairly high quality.
Perfect.
So you, Loretta offers to have you measured for a piece of armor. Just the straight up leather armor. Is that what you're wanting, or are you wanting something a little bit, offering a little more protection? She can get you studded leather armor for a little bit more and for a slightly longer period.
How long does it take to? What's the build time difference?
She apologizes because she doesn't carry it in your size. But she says it'll take
The LB.
Okay. So she can have the leather armor created for you by the end of today. Or if you want a studded leather armor, she can get it for you by not tomorrow morning, but the day after.
Well, we'll just do the regular leather armor. Have it done by today.
Okay. That is going to cost 10 gold pieces for just the base set. If you want any elaborate stitching or particular decoration on it, that is a service they offer. These embellishments will cost a little bit more. That'll take it up to 12 gold pieces.
Simple leather armor will be fine, and I will give her 25 gold pieces. Just say simple is fine. That will do. Just if you could have it delivered to the temple by this evening, that would be wonderful.
Absolutely, we'll be able to make it a delivery there. And at this point, you're sort of hearing the bells, and you see it gets Aura's attention immediately, and you see her shoulders sort of stiffen, and she looks over at you, like, I'm so sorry. That is something I must deal with.
And that is...
The bells. Make a history check, Solyax.
Oh, good at those. 5.
5.
Oh.
He's like, I'm sure you hear the summons. I know you were well educated at the temple after all. It's...
I've been gone for a moment, though. Would you care to remind me? It has been almost a year since I was here.
Oh,
Don't
yes.
pay attention in class.
I'm sure I would never imagine of never mind. The bells, as you can hear, are a summons. A ship has been sighted on the horizon. It calls for a delegate of some authority to meet them when they arrive.
Right.
I must be there to represent the Archpriest if he will not go himself. And if he does go, I must be there to assist. Forgive me. I know we had... Well, I hate leaving you to your own devices. Here, you can have this. Have this. And she pulls a rock carved with elaborate sigils and arcane markings out of her pouch and she hands it to you and says, if you have need of anything at all, please, a guide, any errand run within the city, you may use this to summon me.
Or does this speak or just summon?
Oh no, it's make a
Or a pager.
Magic walkie-talkie.
make an Arcana check.
Natural 20.
You recognize right off the bat this is a sending stone.
Perfect.
Make sure it wasn't a teleporting stone.
She holds up. She hands it to you, and she holds up its partner out of the same pouch. It can send a message to me. I can receive it, and of course, if I'm not able to satisfy your needs myself, I will dispatch what you request immediately.
Do me a favor. Let me know who's on that boat.
Of course, I'm sure you would be informed anyway.
I'm sure I would, but to be honest, I'm a really curious person.
I'm not a crazy person. I'm laughing at text popping up on my screen, by the way.
Make a persuasion check, Siliex.
Not good. She's not a dwarf, unfortunately, so that's only a 16.
16? As soon as I know for certain, I will, of course, let you know.
You're the best.
And you just see her sort of look down and like try to accept the compliment and not really receive it. She looks at you. I'm so sorry. I really must be going though. I feel I've done so little to assist you in anything. Are you sure there's nothing else I can do?
I grew up around here. I'm fine. It'd be nice for me to see the city. Maybe I can find me a heretic or two. Just don't tell the archpriest.
Of course not. Very well then. And she gives a deep bow and turns and walks hurriedly out the door.
Excellent.
I love the phrase.
We'll wait like 30 seconds and then look at the armor and say, so, if you could have that delivered tonight, that would be great. And I will just sort of back my way out and then work my way to Gertie's.
You said, absolutely, my lord. As you say, it will be done. And you hear the shop assistants, as soon as you are sort of out the door, but before it's closed, you just hear the matriarch of the shop, Loretta, just starting to, no, put that on hold. We'll work in the opposite armor immediately. We must get this finished to the highest standard, and just starting to go off on the employees and assistants.
You're the best.
You start heading to Gertie's. Make a survival check.
What is to me? I know where she's at. 15.
15? Yeah, that's enough. It'll take a little while. You make one wrong turn, but quickly correct yourself and manage to get yourself over to Gertie's. You actually are just entering the Bull's Head Plaza when you get a sending from Val. Val, what's the sending?
Oh, shoot. I had it in my head and then I just got lost in this and totally blanked.
So to give you a minute to think about it, whenever Gertie says it's a summons of some sort, I was going to see if I can cast clairvoyance in that direction.
How far does clairvoyance go?
A mile.
A mile. Okay.
Dang, girl.
So yes, you can cast it down a mile, and that get you at least close to the. Hold up, let me pull up map here. From where y'all are at. Yeah, pretty easily you'd be able to get your clairvoyance to the sort of the coastline in the Narrows, which would be southeast of Bull's Head Plaza, where Gertie's is located. And that would be able to give you a pretty clear view of any of the ships coming in, any of the particular alarm systems, depending on where you're wanting to send that. Are you just wanting to send it to the coastline and just see what you see?
Yeah, kind of see what is coming up if there's anything that is more notable about the ships that are coming up. And then that lasts for 10 minutes. So I'll just kind of hang out there to see where the commotion is.
So go ahead and you cast your spell. Make a perception. That's the word. A perception check.
I mean, I can do persuasion. I'm fine with that one.
Convince the magic to work better.
Exactly. I just talked to it really, really good. 13. 13.
All right. You do see a large boat on the horizon. 3 masts. Hard to make out any real details. Sailing towards, sailing through the Guardians at this point, the 2 lighthouses, the 2 defensive towers that mark the entrance of the bay itself. So it's sailing through there, and you can see in the distance, slightly behind it, are another 3 ships that are also coming in. The first is sailing with is flying a white flag with a blue 5-pointed star on it.
Oh God!
You can see that the name of the ship is the Earnest Awe.
Aw.
No, I meant Awe. AWE. Name that movie.
I feel like I just watched that movie, honestly.
That's the one that's got a blue star on a white flag.
Yes. And the blue star, 5-pointed star on a white field.
Is that the only one I can see?
That is the one that you can see the clearest. It is the farthest in. It is only just now entering the bay, so it is still fairly small on the horizon. You watch for the 10 minutes of the spell, and you can see it sailing closer. You get a sense of activity happening along the coastline and the docks, not necessarily in the Narrows, but from almost directly south of your position, over to the actual district of the city called the Docks, where it's a slightly deeper harbor area where the larger ships typically come in, from what you can tell from what you've seen of this in your short time here, where there is much to do. There are a flood of people and a crowd. It's a hubbub of activity. It seems like some sort of preparation is being made.
I will relate this to everyone.
I'm going to look at Oust.
You do not see Oust.
Oh.
Oust is not in the room.
I'm going to look at Rye when I don't see Oust and say, I was going to invite your friend to go on a little stroll, but I do believe I'd be very curious to see about a blue star on a white flag coming into the harbor.
Yeah, before you go anywhere,
The name of that boat.
quick, I may have a task for you that requires you. Sending spell to Solix was time is of the essence. Things are getting tense here. Please tell me you're on your way.
Working on it. Just wait a moment. Getting close. Be there
No.
soon.
I'll turn to everyone. Solix will be here momentarily. I really think we need to get everyone on the same page before we start splitting our group again. And
I will.
especially need to get this figured out.
I'll pull out the journal real quick and just write a quick note. If you like playing nice.
You get a very quickly scrawled 2-word response. Must I? Question mark.
You don't have to.
I thought he was, well, he's like sneaky ninja man because he was in the room with us when we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, he brought Val in with you.
Is the sword still on the table?
The sword is still on the table.
All right, back to discretion.
Secret agent oust.
And about this point, Siljax comes into the room. Like, so Siljax, you knock on the front door of Gertie's shop. You see
I
that the
don't.
sign is flipped to closed.
No, I
Go
don't.
in.
I go
No.
right in.
So you recognize that the sign is flipped to close. The door had actually been locked, but with your strength, it's
I'll fix
a
that
brief
later.
resistance, and you insist on going in. So you actually pop the lock as you come into the main shop. It is
I'm
empty,
having
but
a
you hear
smell.
familiar voices
I'll
in the
fix that.
back.
I promise I'll fix that. I made
Anybody
it.
know me?
Hi. Hello. By the way. Wow. So much. I slept in a bathtub last night. I don't feel safe. Things are bad.
That's fantastic. I slept in a sword last night.
That's worse.
Yeah, slightly.
I think you win. That's worse. In a sword.
Yes, in that sword.
Ooh.
And then the propeller spins, and we tell each other all the stories of all of our adventures.
Yes.
Wait a minute. That's a lich. You're bad. You were in a sword. This is very bad.
Yeah, speaking of which, when were you going to tell me I was carrying an archlich in my pocket?
Who do you point at when you say you're bad?
For the record, I forgot.
Oh,
Did
that
you
tracks.
Yeah, because I was there with the Legend War. I just forgot. Lots of things going on. So, question A, what are we gonna do to fix this?
Okay.
Question B, ship coming in.
Yes.
Any ideas?
Ship coming in. Did you get an idea?
Whitefield.
Did you get an idea of how long before the ship actually docks?
Lauren, I rolled a 13. Over the 10 minutes, did I get an idea of how quickly the ship was moving?
Make an intelligence check.
Okay,
Well,
Just
this
straight
helps
intelligence.
Well, not necessarily my aid.
10.
An aid
Hard to tell.
just
Okay.
left to go greet the ship. So,
Okay, so we have probably less time than I hoped for, but still have some time. Okay, this is going to suck.
Halberd, it is at this point you, and actually only you, I believe. Let me make sure I'm actually saying this right.
How many things
Yes.
are happening?
Only Halberd notices at this point Oust quietly slips back into the room.
Did he come through the broken door?
No, that's at the front of the shop. He slipped
Oh.
back in through the back door.
Okay,
I'll put a shelf in front of it.
fair enough. So, all right.
I'll go fix the front door.
Think before you go do anything. We have a thing to do. It's the thing I don't want to do, but we have to do it because this sword is going to become a problem for everyone. Should I lose possession of my body again, because I don't have the wherewithal to do what I had to do to break it for at least another week. This is going to suck. Solix,
Right.
I'm gonna need to borrow you, and I'll look at Gertie. Gertie, do you mind if we borrow the back private room? That door. I need a door between us.
I believe we're in the back private room.
You're in the back sort of kitchen dining area.
Okay, I thought we were in the main area. My
No,
bad.
there is a smaller side room that Halberd and Kazator had gone in. It's generally like a storage area. There's some boxes and barrels and bags and things back there. But there's an area cleared in the middle.
Is there a door to that room?
There is a door.
Okay.
Oh, Lauren, I still haven't put the chest armor back on. That's
No, you
flavor.
haven't.
That's
Mhm.
flavor tech, but still.
You have it is it on the table? Is it set to the side?
Yeah, it's on the table. I was working on it, and then we got to do another garbage.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna put the sword right here. And I say I put the sword. I'm gonna point to somebody to grab the sword and put it right here on the table.
I'll move the sword.
Um,
Stone hand.
Well,
would
I'll use my smithing tongs and pick it up and move it. How about that?
That's probably safer.
So we don't touch it with our hands and get evil cooties.
Would the lot of you mind staying between me and the sword for a few minutes?
No, I will not be in between you and a sword.
Okay, the sword is behind you. I'm on this side, and I really need to... Okay, you can stand to the side then, whatever. Suit yourself.
I will.
I will keep you
Celix,
from
would you
touching.
mind accompanying me into the other room?
That sounds sketchy. Sure, let's do it.
Yeah, it's going to be sketchy. And then, Halberd, can I borrow you for a second?
You're a rather strange dude, Val.
And I'm going to pull Halberd just kind of to the side and whisper to Halberd. This is going to take a minute or two. But I need a promise from you. If I open that door, you shoot first, ask questions later. Don't pretend you haven't always wanted to shoot me in the face.
Your father, yes. You, I'm not so sure about.
Okay, well, in this particular instance, if I come through that door first, shoot first. Don't ask questions. Don't give whoever comes through that door a chance. If Celix comes through it first, we're fine. If I come through it first, that is your sign. Things are bad. Shoot. And I trust your reaction speed over everyone else's. Don't have a lot of time to think about this one.
I love how he's not telling the
Accept
rest
your
of them.
judgment in this case and gladly shoot you in the face if you come through the door.
I appreciate. If I come through the door first, let's put that specificity on there.
I stand by what I said.
If I come through the door first, then you shoot. If Celix comes through the door first, don't shoot me.
I think you should ask Rai. She might have less hesitation.
You know what? I tried to get her involved. She didn't want to be. She can do whatever the hell she wants to do.
Right, at this moment, Rouse leans over to
Hey,
you and
Brent.
whispers, "Are you sure you want to keep traveling with them?"
If the choice is between me and the library, I choose the library, darling.
Every time.
Every time.
So that being said, you're ready. Follow me, please.
Sure.
Walk into the back room, shut the door. Okay, this is going to be a lot to explain, and I'm not going to do it very well, but I need somebody who understands more of the divine casting side of things.
Okay.
I also trust you to do what needs to be doing. I'm tethered to that sword and the puppet master by a multitude of threads. Using my greatest, using the greatest spell and power that I had was what it took to get me back into my body and keep control long enough to cast a greater restoration spell. That only released one of the threads.
Okay.
So I know that I can cast multiple spells. It's going to get expensive. But I also know that there are other ways to break bonds and tethers. I'm really not looking forward to what I'm about to say, but as a death cleric, I do know that death can break bonds. If we can end my life, we might be able to break the bonds all in one go. But I need one of two things. I need someone, one, who can bring me back should this actually work, because obviously I can't bring myself back. And you can. And I know you don't like doing it, but this could work. Second is if I get up from this without your intervention, You know it's not me in control, and I need you to do what must be done.
I love this plan so much.
That is a gamble.
It is a heavy gamble, but it's the best I have at the moment. Or I should say, it's the fastest I have at the moment. The other would require other people being involved and or taking time to do it all myself. And I do not want to give this creature a chance to take my body back over. This thing was more powerful than anything I've ever felt, sans maybe standing at her most powerful. And Lauren, by the way, I meant to ask this. What phase was the moon in last night?
Oh, let me pull up the calendar. I'll get back to you in just a moment.
Okay. So unless she comes back with anything from full, not at most powerful at the moment.
Right.
So I think that taking the gamble that death can break, I know that death typically breaks bonds. Here's hoping.
You are the death cleric.
I literally am rolling the dice on this one. Pun intended.
Ew.
Waning quarter.
Okay, yeah, not good.
Time out. Real fast.
Uh-huh.
Out of game.
Uh-huh.
I am not doing any stupid ceremonies or rituals or bull crap. You invite me in on that, I'm going to say, dude, you're better off out there. This just is bad right now, so...
Also,
There's also a reason I didn't tell you what I was doing.
Yeah.
I also really love the fact that if this goes sour, Sullyx could potentially get framed for murder. I love
Oh
your
my
plan,
God.
Jay.
What is
It's
happening?
got so many monkey wrenches thrown in.
Okay, so
Open, honest communication with your team could possibly prevent this.
if this is the plan that you want to go with,
I haven't seen y'all be on the same page for the last 5 sessions. I'm not running the
You
risk.
haven't been around with
if
us.
you want to run with
Oh my
this,
god.
I'll get you back up, but I won't put you down.
This is
Okay.
insanity.
If I get up without your help, it's not me you're putting down.
Right.
I'm just going to put that there.
Right. No, that's not what I'm concerned about.
Oh.
Just put down.
That part I can handle. Yep, I can handle. It's not going to be fantastic. This is going to suck on a multitude of levels.
It's gonna hurt.
It's going to hurt a lot. Fortunately, as you're well aware, pain is something I'm intimately familiar with. So,
Do you have anything on you don't want him to have?
well, everything. So I'm actually going to put everything over here in the corner. And
Not
yeah,
reviving a naked man.
I have clothes.
Okay.
I have regular
You said
clothes.
everything. I don't know what.
Okay,
extent
no,
of
fair,
everything
fair,
You've
fair.
been naked before.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I'm the naked man in this party.
Your naked lizard thing?
Dragon.
Let's go with
The
that.
silly tongue thing.
We don't need to hear about his lizard thing.
There are so many implications off of everything that y'all just said.
All right,
I think we broke Lord.
we're gonna do this.
We're going to do this. I hate this with a passion.
This was
Can
your
I,
idea.
out of character, just say I do not and Halberd would not agree with this plan?
Why do you think I
Likewise.
didn't tell you about it?
You better hope that Case Tordorn and Sullyx can bring you back.
All right, Lauren, I'm gonna pull out a 300 gold diamond
Okay.
and just
I'm
get
going
it ready.
to de-gear myself.
Okay.
I'm keeping clothes on. Nobody wants to revive a naked man.
Oh, that's no fun.
I've already been naked running through the forest, alright? Half naked. I was wearing pants. God, this is gonna suck. Alright, so step 1. Make sure I got this right. Yep. Step 1.
We're doing this.
We're doing this.
Oh my god, you're doing this.
Yeah. So harm
Made me accomplish.
at which is 6th level. is typically a con save, but can I auto fail? Like, if I'm trying to fail that, can I fail that?
Elect to fail a save.
I'm gonna make a wisdom saving throw to see whether you can subdue your body's natural inclination to fight off this malevolent magic.
You said wisdom?
Wisdom. And it's a fairly high DC. Like, you are trying to overcome an innate, like...
You're technically next to me.
So what does that do for me?
Suicide is never the answer, kids.
So that's a natural 18 plus 8 plus 4. So 26, 30.
30.
Yeah, that would do it.
All the freaking...
So you preparing yourself and entering into an almost meditative state, slowing your breath, decreasing your heartbeat, removing your body's natural defenses to a very damaging spell. So you can choose to auto-fail this saving throw.
I hate everything about this, and I know this was my idea. I hate everything about this.
I mean, I was like half.
That's so many dice, y'all. That's 14d6.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
It's okay. It's still probably not going to be more than half your hit points.
It's only 49 average damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 10, 20,
Watch it max out that dice.
30. I mean, it was going to be 10, 20, 30, 42, 44, 54, 55 points of damage.
Okay. So you go ahead and take 55 points of damage. Describe to me, like, narrate to me how you're doing this. You allow this dark, necrotic energy to gather on your hands. What do you do with it? You just sink it into your chest?
Literally just casting the spell, which is vocal somatic, so not even needing the focus. And as my hands light up, I'm just dumping the pain into myself.
Okay. You feel your breath catch as the soft tissue of your lungs feels almost like it's filling with liquid. You cough and spit out a little bit of blood. You're still awake. You're still standing. That hurt like hell. What are you doing?
So that did actually take me down to just about half my hit points.
There's something outside, or is
like
were the runes activated, or is there a audible?
Do you scream?
You heard Val mutter a brief incantation. Mm-hmm. There was a brief cough.
Those of us who are magic-y, do we understand the incantation?
Make a religion check.
A religion check.
It is divine magic. It is a fairly high DC since it's not in your school.
No, it's an 11.
Okay.
It's
No.
17.
17? Still not something you recognize.
This is also the first time I've cast this spell.
Mm-hmm.
I was just hoping to get like a nature of if it's harmful or if it's.
I'm just waiting for him to scream.
As an arcane caster, frequently the spells of the divine casters will take the form of prayers or some utterance that is significant to their deity. I mean, it was a, you've heard discussion, you've heard voices low, unable to really make out the content. So you know Celiax and Val have been talking. You heard Val say something else and then give a brief cough.
Raya's gonna look over at Gertie and say, "And they say women are dramatic." So back to Sarai and Shaka.
So my next step will be inflict wounds at 5th level.
Okay.
And that's a roll to hit, so I don't really think. Is there a saving throw for that?
Can you hit yourself is the question.
I mean, stop hitting
You
yourself.
you
stop
go
hitting
to reach in and somehow you miss.
I mean, unless there is something like physically, unless you're trying to hit yourself on this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and let it just connect. So we'll say it hits.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll the damage.
Oh shoot. That is 70-10, so that's the first 4. $28 plus 7. Help.
35.
All right, remember 35.
This isn't
Plus-
tense at all.
Plus 16.
35 plus 16, 51.
So that's another 51 points of damage.
Well, are you sure about this? You're not looking too good.
In this particular instance, yeah, there are wounds all over Val's body, just blood dripping.
Solix, you see that where previously Val has been scarred and healed over, those scars are just gaping open. Blood is running down, puddling, pooling at his feet. His clothes are bright red at this point.
There are other options.
There is the ever so faint, sickly sweet smell of rot starting to permeate the air.
This is going to be the fastest. And with that, I will toll the dead.
That's a bell.
Mm-hmm. And it's also a cantrip. That is 3d12.
When Toll the Dead happens, do we hear a bell? Is that a thing that's actually you hear that?
Flavor-wise, we've been saying it is.
Because some of
Where's
us
the
would
name of the
recognize that shit.
Oh no, yeah, y'all would recognize that immediately.
That's my
It's-
go-to cantrip.
It is faint and dim as though from far away, but I'll go ahead. I'll say those of y'all with passive perception 14 or above in the other room hear it.
I don't remember what my shit is.
Just barely hear it.
And
Oh goody, I don't hear it.
Val is out.
So remind me real fast.
You have to say.
What?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You said,
But remember what I
Don't-
told you to do.
did you tell Halberd not to open the door?
I told you to stand between me and the sword, so everybody, and I told you, if I come through the door first, shoot me in the face.
I hear told the dead, and I know that this is the sound that I hear in a fight.
I mean, you would, yeah. I mean,
opening
you.
the door.
All right, you open the door just in time to see Val's body thud down, collapse to the ground. You see Solyak standing
Bloody.
there.
What the have you done?
Me? Nothing. That was
Oh my
desperate.
gosh.
Now you're in the room. You could have done anything. So doing nothing is the same thing.
You're right.
I'm going to start walking.
DM? At this particular point, am I making a death saving throw every 6 seconds?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm walking towards Val's body.
That's
I'm
an
going
8
to pick it
on the
too.
first one.
That's a fail.
I'm gonna toss.
So I'm gonna move in between.
Lauren, I'll let you to tell me where the when to make the second.
I'm moving to put hands on Val.
Hubbard. You know the plea of a desperate man. Val is desperate. Let me handle this.
What? The man is
Jay.
dead.
Dying, and I hold up the diamond.
You're all idiots.
No.
What exactly is
I'm
happening?
going to
Why no?
try to reach past Sully.
All right. Pause for a minute.
Do you
I
roll
am
one?
I'm sending you a picture before anything gets touched or moved.
Did you roll a 1 or a 20?
Well, I thought
I'm.
I probably would
I
have
had to take it off airplane mode. It should be in your box. I heard a ding.
It's a 7.
That was Toll the Dead! Oh,
Lauren, as soon as
Okay.
you dropped, I started counting, by the way.
Okay.
what's
What's your passive perception, Siliex?
12.
12. Okay.
So whenever in my count I get to 40, I'm doing Revivify.
Okay.
What are we
Trust
doing?
Albert.
I'm going to glare at you, spit on the floor by Val, and walk outside and
That's
close
rude.
the door. You don't know you're dead.
All right.
I'm standing there with a healing potion and just glaring.
Halberd, you walk back out into the main
Make it
room.
Under my, loud enough, say, I thought this entire conversation that we just had in here was the importance of keeping your friends informed and not trying to do stupid stuff on your own. I never thought self-harm was actually a way to make things better, and I'm going to walk out.
You walk back into the sort of back dining area.
Mm-hmm. Close the door, stand in front of the group, grab my arrow, and if Val comes out, I have every intention of shooting him in the face.
I'm gonna ready lightning bolt.
Okay. Halberd, you notice something is off about the room, and it takes you a brief scan, a brief look around. The sword's not on the table.
I would have been watching that, actually.
I would never have been watching the sword until I came out of the room. So
I would have still been watching that thing, Lauren.
Lauren, how close am I to 40?
At this point, you're at about 30 seconds.
Okay.
This is happening very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Sword's not there.
So I didn't
Siliex,
see it.
you see, Doran, you saw the door open, you heard this conversation, you heard Val's body thud to the ground. You blink, and in a brief moment, the sword is gone.
Where's Oust? Is he still in the room?
Oust is over by Rye. Siliex, you see Val's eyes start to flutter, and they open, and these bright green eyes fixed on you.
Fuck's sake.
And it's a brief moment of disorientation. And make an insight check for me.
16.
16. There are a few very quick flashes of emotion that cross Val's face. And he sits up. He's like, that was not a good idea.
I go quickly to strap on my chest.
I grab Val, and I throw him out the door. And I say, Halberd, it's not Val.
Lauren, did you hear me?
I did not. You go quickly to strap on the chest plate?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I was standing
My
behind
AC doesn't
Siliex.
hurt.
Why don't we go ahead? We will take a brief pause here, because I have a feeling there's going to be a battle mat involved, and I want to make sure this is all set up correctly.
All right, pressing pause. There you go.
I haven't had this axe on stream in so long. I
know.
needed to have it.
It's so
You're-
pretty.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of axe, I need everybody to roll initiative.
Do those of us who have ready actions get to?
We'll do that as soon as I get everybody in initiative order.
Yeah, my round of go get chest plate so my AC doesn't suffer. Oh, that's fecal.
Hey Jay, don't forget to not roll initiative.
I'm just sitting here like popcorn, like.
So this battle
He
royale.
causes the problem and then doesn't have to deal with it.
There's watches.
Yeah.
This was not how I intended this to go.
Oh, he will be dealing with it. We will kill him, and then we will bring him back to life, and then we will deal with him.
I think we tried that already.
Kill him again.
I'm gonna kill you, raise you from the dead, and kill you again.
Okay. Initiatives 25 to 20.
21.
25-20.
21.
Hey.
Means you'll get surprised.
All right.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
Halberd and Kazator are both 21.
We're all friends. We're all
20 to 15.
Oh God.
Praise the
15
Lord.
to 10.
10.
Oh my God. Oh.
It
Guys.
doesn't really matter.
Okay. 10 to 5. Actually, just Rye and Doran, what are y'all at?
4.
I have the Ocho.
Okay.
Do you have Oust and Gertie on there too?
I do have Oust. And now I have Gertie.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's right, y'all. Gertie's gonna save the day.
I'm telling you, Gertie is like a level 20 wizard or something. She's about to fireball all of us.
No, I think she likes her store too much. She'd probably use like something that would destroy the building less.
You want to Albert?
I don't know. Curiosity at this point.
Okay.
Oh, that's terrible.
The only thing on my TV right now is the battle mat, and it really just this map we're on it makes me sad.
There's so much.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a lot.
I'm
We're all
sorry.
friends here. We just want Jay to feel bad. 'Cause he done goofed.
I did not expect to be repossessed. All right, I'm sorry.
All those magic items Gary gave you are in a pile back there, right?
Yep, 100%.
Oh
No, Val. Yeah, Val has nothing on him. He doesn't have his armor. Zilch.
He's almost naked, remember?
That's good. Totally forgot about that. That's helpful.
There's a reason.
There was a reason for that, just in case.
More.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
You had a little
Okay.
bit of a plan ahead that was good. Yeah.
All right. So, to set the scene,
What a scene.
Val's body, which as you pick up Sulyex, you notice is animated, like the eyes are blinking, there is awareness, there is life, you don't see any signs of breath.
Yep.
Um,
His eyes were green. That's not normal.
hmm Yeah, you would actually know. Val typically has very dark, like, to the quick glance, his eyes are normally black. Like, so for him to open and have these bright green eyes is unusual, to say the least. So
Hang
you
on one
flung
second.
his...
I'm clarifying something with John real quick. Say that
I'm
again.
about to ask one on ground, so don't worry. And we can all talk about it.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. So Sulyex has just flung his body out of the door. Rye, you'd had a held action. What were you holding?
I was holding lightning bolt,
Mhm.
although part of me wishes I had picked a different one.
When I have-
So they need.
You guys will forward.
Because that's a line, right?
That, yes, that's a line. And it's a dexterity saving throw.
So everybody in that line, I cannot tell from the map who is who or who's in it.
That should
feel like-
be Val and Soliex
Gertie.
and Gertie.
Okay.
I mean-
Gertie's in between.
I don't like leaning out in front of Oust or stepping towards the table, but
You can climb on the table right here, or like sort of slide it out the way and stand right here, and you have a direct. The only other person in that line is me, and I don't care.
Can you do that on a held action?
No, you can't move on a held action. This is just the reaction. This is an immediate sort of reactionary firing it off. I'm going to go ahead and roll the save for Gertie.
even at that angle? Okay.
Yeah, to get Val, because of your angle, you'd actually be angled into Casator more across the room at a diagonal. So to get Val, you have to cut across those squares. Like
I can't see it. I'm only going off of what...
right there.
Yeah, there's no way for you to hit Val and not.
Okay. Okay.
Honestly.
Okay.
Unless you like were straight up like plastered against the wall.
I got to make a save too.
Yep.
Lauren, I had my bow and arrow ready as well, remember?
Yes.
Is
We'll get to
there-
that as soon as we get finished with the lightning bolt here.
Is lightning bolt roll to hit?
Mm-mm.
No, it's a save.
It's dexterity save.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, part of me does want to say point of order, why am I in the corner? Because I was sitting at the table, but I'm just
I'm
arguing because I can.
That's fine. I don't mind moving you wherever you're supposed to be. Because I was supposed to be back somewhere between the sword and the peoples.
Well, then
I would have been right by the sword.
okay. If we need to rearrange map before we actually get into this, let's do
Yeah,
that.
so you would have
because
been-
this is-
Let's stop the recording, cut all this garbage out, and
No,
then
no, no. This is real life D&D.
This is
This is how
D&D.
it goes.
Yeah, I'd be right here. Rye would be.
Rye,
Are you?
I mean, put me at the head of the table right next to, like, I was sitting catty corner to Gertie.
I should be in the corner there by you. That
Yeah.
tracks.
I'm fine where I'm at.
All right.
Same.
You good now? Okay.
As long as I was
Okay.
Okay, try this again.
once more with feeling.
So Gertie is out of the line of fire there.
Yeah, it's just me.
So he still has to make the roll.
Yep.
How far does lightning bolt go?
100 feet.
Through the building.
So do the neighbors have to make saves?
No, it stops at the wall. There is an explosion of force and light as
the cards are gonna get called. We're so
the wall
screwed.
sort of slightly explodes.
The guards are getting called.
I'll cover.
I can't think. Will you though?
Yep.
Will that work?
You're
Will
dead.
they? Will they buy
That
it?
is.
Brenda, does a 23 beat you?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Oh God. They'll
Dexterity.
see me or they'll arrest our asses.
Dirty 20.
Okay, that'll beat it. So half of 32 is 16.
16.
If that was.
And any flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried are ignited on fire. So I think the table's on fire at this point.
That was
He
mahogany.
gets mad at us for not thinking.
The table is on fire. The bags and the boxes that were containing whatever small goods were left over, mostly empty at this point. It's burlap and bare wood for the most part, but those are all burning there in the back around Sulyex. It's a
Did she-
good thing he is fire resistant.
That's funny.
Did I get my chest plate off the table yet?
It's off the table. It's in your hands. It is not on your person yet.
Okay, well, all right.
All that
I
hard
didn't
work
lightning
was
run.
done.
I mean, if lightning bolt could incinerate Mithril, that'd be bad.
Yeah. Okay. Halberd, You'd had a held action. You see this figure of Val's body flying through the air, thrown by Celiax. Rai instinctively releases her spell. You have your arrow prepared for his body coming through the door. You fire?
Yes, I fire. I fire a flame arrow.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead and roll ahead.
Is he surprised?
No.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah!
Wait.
Gosh.
Yeah, kill Val! Wait.
I mean, this is
Not
one
Val.
time I won't be upset.
It's not you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's douchebag Magoo.
Yes, I do have my backup character ready. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. I'm so glad.
Hey, at least we got the magic items off of you this time.
Right?
Oh, God.
Oh, that's good. 6 plus 8 is 20 times 2 plus 6. 46.
46.
Woo! Wow, 46. Okay.
Damn.
Sleeping in a bathtub
Okay,
is
I
better.
give up. I'm pulling a calculator. I'm normally on top of the math. My hands are shaking.
Yeah. Yep.
I should have stayed in the bathtub.
Yep.
I should have gone greeted the ship. That would have been better. Hi, Ruben. Show me now.
Steady as a rock, but this is my dice throwing hand.
Okay. So, Halberd, you instinctively you fire your shot. You release what you'd been holding. Even in your surprise, you cite for what you know from long history with Val to be the areas where he is most vulnerable. And it's easy when his physical form is sort of laid open like it is.
And also,
Question.
Yes.
Now that we're on this round, what I see, because Sully saw these green eyes and throws this dude out this door, and I've got a 21 passive perception, green eyes, do I see that on Val? And wasn't there a point in time where, because of his, is it Kalishtar?
Mm-hmm.
Where he used his green eye telepathy when he was learning how to use it?
It wasn't green, it was black.
Okay.
The pupils basically did a push thing where they went from small black to all black.
Okay, because that's what I was wondering. My first thought
Cora-
was great.
Cora was
I'll push
green.
back.
No, Cora was
So.
green.
And this is passive perception 21. You know, especially on the alert, on the lookout for anything that might be wrong. I'll go ahead and I'll give this to you. Yeah, you would see the green eyes. More than anything else, they remind you of elven eyes. Of bright, pure, piercing, just very clear. Of a number of these sort of faces you saw in the Feywild.
shock and awe.
Alright,
So do I
those
get
are the
one
held
plus
actions. We are going through the initiative order now. First up. Are we good?
Yep.
Okay, first
Did I
up
get to
is
put my armor
Oust.
I guess not.
Scott first? Oh!
I didn't get to put my armor on.
Doran, I'm Googling that for you real quick.
It's not the full suit, though. That's
No. I don't know why I'm Googling your name. That's not going to come up with anything helpful at the moment.
That's amazing if something popped up, though.
Every armor takes 10 minutes to put on.
Right.
You can actually Google
Because I will say
Um,
that because it was just the chest piece, I'm going to cut that time in half. So rather than taking 10 minutes to put on, it's going to only take 5 minutes to put on.
Fantastic.
Great.
That's still 50 rounds.
I have vast amounts of debate I would love to have with that, but okay.
35.
If that's the case, then all right. I've gotten in and out of suits of armor by myself in under 2 minutes, but sure.
I believe you, but also fantasy and rules, so.
Yeah.
Oust. Pulling up character sheets. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm losing my mind.
No,
That's not what y'all want to hear from the DM, I know.
No, this is our goal. What are you talking about?
That's why you did that.
I think we finally surprised her.
I think we finally surprised Lauren.
I will say, I don't even know what
She
to
won't say.
I won't say. This is not something I expected. This is not a move I expected. I will say that.
For
Okay.
those at the table, we're starting to get seasickness from the camera. It's bouncing like crazy.
Yeah.
Stop laughing, Jay.
I was gonna say, I don't know if it's anything you can control, but just gonna throw out there in case.
Just don't touch the table.
Okay. Okay.
Is it?
Oust draws his sword and takes a ready stance. That is what Oust does. Stepping slightly in front of Rye.
Okay. Okay.
Just shot a lightning bolt.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. No.
Is it right up the butt?
Actually, no.
You'd have to get on the table if he was.
He is going to take
Table's on
2
fire.
steps forward. He's going to move forward 10 feet. And as he's moving, he's looking at Rye and motioning with his head out the door.
I imagine that's going to go well.
It's his suggestion. That's his plan. And he's securing the exits. And also, you sort of see his eyes dart over towards Gertie as he's doing that. Sort of. Right, on all your history and all your experience with Oust and your many partnerships together, make an insight check with advantage for me. Picking up, seeing how well you're translating what he's trying to communicate.
14.
14.
Rolling well today.
Okay. With so much going on, you aren't super focused on him. He catches your attention for part of it. And just in this brief moment of your eyes meeting as he's trying to signal, you get the sense he's wanting you to get Gertie and get out. And he's leaving the way open for you to do that. That is going to be his turn for the moment. Halberd, you're up, followed by Kazator.
How bad does this character look?
You're seeing damage on Val's body, but you're also seeing a sort of waves of ethereal arcane energy flowing over it and almost like a breeze stirring the clothing and the air. So it's hard to actually tell what's happening and what's not. As you're taking a moment to look over at Val's body, you too notice he is not showing any signs of breathing. And the blood that is pouring still from the wounds is only moving but sluggishly.
That can't be good.
I'm going to yell,
Jay can't.
get, like, out, get Gertie out. Do I have space to drop Nightbane on the table and tell him to guard?
The table that's on fire?
That is fair.
Yeah.
No, there's not even enough room to drop them, though.
Nope.
Not really, no. It is with all of y'all in here, it was a tight space already.
I am punching 2 more arrows into his body. I'm doing sharpshooter as well.
Okay.
Has not gone in combat, right?
You have gone in combat.
No, he has not.
He has not, no.
So I'm modified 20 to hit.
I'm going to clarify for a moment. He has not taken any actions in combat. Everybody has technically had a sort of round where y'all who had been holding your held actions just got to get those off first.
The question being, as a rogue, I have advantage on shots. on any character who has not gone in combat yet.
So you would have had advantage on your previous held action, not on this one.
So he has gone.
Technically, yes. It's I ran it essentially like a surprise round with y'all with your held actions, got your first attacks off, and everybody else didn't.
Is he
And
prone?
everybody has had a turn, and we are now in normal combat. So yes.
He is prone, so that's still a modified 20,
Okay.
right? Because I would have advantage on prone.
With melee first.
I will take a melee strike. That is fine. And that is really good. But I don't get my sharpshooter.
No.
But that's 21 plus 6 is 27. On the
27 points of damage. Okay.
and I'm back in. Gonna hit him again.
Okay.
It's just a flesh wound.
26.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Let me see this.
9.
Points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have some epic battles against.
Okay.
And I am backing up towards Gertie and covering if I'm able to. Just kind of like putting a hand back. Since I have light weapons, can I offhand strike?
Yeah,
The bonus action?
I believe so.
Oh, that misses.
What'd you roll?
I rolled 7. Yeah, so I'm backing up towards Miss Gertie.
Okay.
I'm not too worried about Riot at the moment. Who
Okay.
lit the entire room on fire.
She did indeed. Right, Kazator.
Right on, Devil. What do you want?
Yep.
Okay. I am going. I am going to cast Polymorph on Val's body.
Interesting.
Okay.
And we'll go small and slow. And just do a snail. I want it to fit in a jar and not be able to go away.
Oh no!
There it is.
We lost Lauren.
Oh no!
She said we froze.
Yeah.
Come back, Lauren!
Apparently the snail thing was real.
Alright, I'll push pause till we get her back. Boom.
It's like we never left.
So, Kazator, say that one more time for me.
Okay, I am going to attempt to polymorph Val's body into a snail.
Okay. What
Mad
saving throw
lad.
is that?
There's going to be I believe, a wisdom.
Okay.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw, and it's only a DC 15 because I don't know how to build a character. Thank you, Wes. To quote Wes.
Okay.
But hey, for Wesley's campaign, I also didn't know how to build a character.
All right. So, DC 15. That's a natural 14. That is definitely going to succeed. Unquestionably.
My God, the
I shouldn't have been impatient, but that's okay.
We need that.
The map is
So bad.
Nice. Actually, what level spell is polymorph?
4th.
4th. Yeah. Okay. Narratively, this works really well. because you see as you release the spell, these bright green eyes sort of lock on to you, and there's a brief motion he does with his hands that end in this ultimate sort of echoing snap of energy. And you can see as you're releasing the spell, there's this wave of energy that flashes from him that literally unravels the energy of your spell as you release it, so it has no effect.
You got counterspell, fool!
There was no verbal component. This is not like any counterspell you have ever seen before. This seems to be something new and different.
The whole party is screwed.
I am so sorry, guys. I am so sorry.
If we die because of this.
We're at TPK the point right here.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not taking
Okay. Well,
any bonus action? Any movement?
sorry, I keep thinking I'm gonna do a bonus action. They keep being. Okay, that was a spell, so only cantrip bonus action, which I don't have. So it has to be actual.
I was here for 2 years, Jordan.
What?
We've been playing this game for 2 years.
I know. That's why I caught myself. Yeah. No. I will. Yeah, there's no room. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. It is the Puppet Master's turn now.
Huzzah.
Good.
You
bring it.
see these thin tendrils of dark energy start to surround its form. It stands up on its feet. And who is within 15 feet of it?
Pretty much all of us.
Everybody but
Oh my
Ryan
God.
and Gertie.
Okay. Everybody but Rye and Gertie.
Well,
I need you to make...
everybody but Rye.
Okay. Everybody but Rye, then. I need you to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Lawrence
And is this a spell I can see happening?
This is not a spell.
Oh, good.
This is not any sort of arcane spell or anything like that you are familiar with.
You said
Jordan, you get a
dexterity
+4.
saving throw?
Oh, yay.
Too far away.
All right.
It was
Let me roll for
dex
Gertie.
saving throw?
That is
Yes,
a
Garrett.
failure.
Yes, Garrett.
Thank you.
Yeah, dexterity saving throw. Yes. Oust.
Just making sure I'm
That's gonna
reading
be
the right
plus.
modifier.
No, that's a failure. Oh. Okay. Okay. Let's start with Doran.
12.
Failure. Hold on to
Yay.
that thought. Solyax.
11.
That's a failure.
11.
Kizator.
19.
19. That is a success. Halberd.
Natural 1.
That is a failure. Gertie also failed, and Oust also failed.
Great.
Dear God.
So,
Just for well, I guess I wouldn't know. I was gonna say, never mind. I wouldn't know.
okay.
Is it?
You see these dark tendrils of energy, these strings of power fly out from the Puppet Master, and we will get to what those do on each of y'all's turns.
Oh, joy.
Starting with Solyax. Solyax, at the start of your turn, I need you to roll a d6, please.
Wait, you're taking goddamn turn from me. 6.
6. Okay, awesome. The strings targeting you encircled your head and mouth. You are considered blinded and suffocating. You can hold your breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus your Constitution modifier, which you'll be fine through the combat, I think. But you're blinded and you are unable to breathe.
Okay. Well,
You feel these that start out as arcane tendrils of energy, they have a physical presence. You get the sense that you could probably take enough time to break free of it if you chose to.
Oh. Hold on. Well,
I have a hunch.
This is fine.
Sorry, Rye. I don't know what this is gonna do, but Lauren, I'm gonna breathe.
Okay.
It's fire,
Okay.
right?
It is fire.
Backfires and
Is it a line or is it a cone?
It's a 30-foot line.
Okay, good deal. So that's a dexterity save, is that right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Does
Okay.
it burn the tethers off of my face?
That is an excellent question. You know what? I'll go ahead and I'll say that it takes a little bit of doing, and it absorbs some of that brunt of energy. But yeah, we'll say it burns them off.
Okay. That's all I wanted.
Did you glow?
I don't know.
As a matter of fact, as you release this flame breath, you're used to seeing the red and orange glow of the fire. You're seeing sparks of light, just pure elemental light radiating through your flame breath also.
Holy boy.
Yes!
Okay, so what does that mean?
That means that how much damage does your fire breath do?
4d6.
46. It means you do an additional 2d6 of radiant damage.
Okay.
Dang. She just turned you into Godzilla, bro.
Okay.
yo,
All right.
Godzilla vs. Kong, good movie. We're not sponsored, but that was a good movie. Go watch that movie. Go watch it in the theater.
Solyx, at the end, is that your turn? Are you going to move at all? That was
I'm
your
gonna
action.
take 5 feet forward and get right up next to him.
Okay, good deal.
And bonus action, I'm going to cast, since I can see now, right? I burned the burgeries off of me.
Yeah, you can see now.
Did I deal any damage to anybody or just burn the stuff off of me? If I just burned it
You
off,
just
I'm
burned
okay.
it off.
Perfect, that works for me. I am going to cast Shield of Faith on Gertie.
Okay.
Dang!
We're all assuming she's like this frail grandma, but I'm
No.
gonna really
Oh,
hope
yeah.
she's like a level 45 wizard that like, explodes the bad guy out of Val and he's alive.
That's it for me, Lauren.
Where's
Okay.
Gertie?
At the end of your turn, he's going to use one of his legendary actions.
There it is.
Um,
At least he's not in his lair.
okay, who's within 5 feet?
This
Solyx.
dumbass just moved up.
Not me.
I just walked
I am.
up to him. Why did
Right, who else?
I believe I am. one.
Doran and.
Doran, Casator, and myself.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, he's going to go for the squishier caster. Having garnered what he knows a little bit from Val's memories, generally guessing Kazator is going to have the lower AC. Hold up, let me actually.
Protection fighter.
That freaking failed save,
Assuming
man.
that's gonna work.
Are you still holding your armor? Do
No,
you
I would've
have a
dropped
shield
it.
in your hand?
I would have dropped the chest plate. If I knew it took 5 freaking minutes, I would have given up and got my shit out and
Okay.
dealt with the lower AC that I assume I get.
Yes. All right. So he is going to pull the Paragon's yoke out. He is going to target
From
Kazator.
where?
Roll to hit.
Now,
Are you
where did
doing
he pull it
your
from?
He's nearly naked. Where did he
The
pull that
sheath.
sword from?
that has appeared around his waist.
Okay, there you go.
Of course.
Clarification.
That detail. I was
Okay.
very interested where it was.
Y'all had noticed it had disappeared off the table.
Yeah.
The sheath and the sword have appeared around his waist. He is garbed, and there is an arcane energy that is surrounding him that is, you get a sense, functioning as a slowly growing, more powerful armor.
Great.
I don't like that qualifier.
Hey, quick question.
Yes.
Am I back of the sword?
You don't know. We'll get to that in a minute.
I hate life.
You hope so, because if not, you're dead.
I mean,
Just remember, there are things worse than death. You chose this.
I did.
All right. Rolling to hit. Is this with disadvantage?
Yeah, that's how protection fighter works, right?
Yeah, so you interpose your shield. It's okay. It's still going to be an 18 to hit.
I don't like this guy. I'm gonna activate my shield pendant.
Okay. You go ahead
Sure.
and you activate your shield pendant. Let
That
me
will bring
double
me to
check
a-
something.
Oh no. Assuming this works, it goes to my AC goes to a 23.
Okay.
Yeah. Disadvantage.
Yes.
I don't
Okay.
like it when you check things on.
Good deal. That there's a lot going on right now, and forgive me if I'm just a little slow.
Fine.
One of these days, if you, we'll see. I'm not going to say anything
This is the
just
last
yet.
section. I
but
mean,
we'll see.
we're all gonna die.
TPK.
Okay, so shield, the blow deflects, glances off. That means it is now Doran's turn. Doran, I need you to roll a d6 for me, please.
Oh, thank God. Hey, 4.
4. All right. These strings have encircled your torso and arms. I need you
Great.
to... Who's within 5 feet of you?
Ousted Casator and Puppet
Dude.
Master.
Seriously
Okay.
with this?
I need you to roll another d6.
Yay. 5.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Casator. Doran, I need you to make a melee attack against Casator, please.
At least I have my shield pendant activated.
That's an 18.
Natural?
And,
I'm screwed.
I would have had the axe out.
Mm-hmm.
So 18 plus 10. Do I hit?
Yeah, that'll hit. Roll damage.
I was so happy about my 23 AC, and yet it's useless.
Not useless. It deflected the Puppet Masters, and you've seen some of the damage that Val had managed to do with that sword. You get a sense it's not great.
I'm trying to remember how to play. Let's see here. I need... Oh, it's 2d6 for lightning. Yeah, that's right.
And I used my reaction.
Sorry,
already.
I know I've sounded excited, but I'm, trying to make sure I remember what I'm doing. Okay, cool. So that's 4 lightning and...
Oh, clown shoes.
10. Dude, Lauren, since you're making me do this, was it bludgeoning or slashing? I'll let you choose. I'll let you choose how I kill my friend.
You're left-handed, right?
Very much so.
Casator's to your right.
Sure, yeah.
The crossbody that would have been probably slashing.
Yeah, I agree with that. Unfortunately.
Well, because, the other way, I'd just, yeet like this. So
Okay.
it's either
I'm guessing.
underhand or overhand.
I'm guessing 14 damage from you is a lot better than whatever I was going to take from him. So.
Well, and that was only 1 attack.
That's okay. You just
So-
make the one attack.
Cool, good. I don't take a full action. Awesome. So is that my turn?
That is your turn. At the start of your next turn, you have the opportunity to break free. Actually, no, I take that back. For this one, let me double check.
Awesome.
No, these strings, after causing you to, in the process of swinging you around and causing you to make that attack, they do snap free. You do not feel any particular residue maintained on you.
So that was a one-time thing?
Yes.
Cool. Do I get, can I bonus action or anything?
That was your turn, that particular turn.
Okay, so that just took everything.
Yeah, that was your turn.
Great.
Next on is Rye.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have this text written down, or am I gonna have to look it up?
God, this feels like when we had to fight Blackthorn.
A smaller room.
Uncomfortably close.
And I still end up dead.
Yep.
No, very similar too.
Yep.
Difference, you did take somebody, one person, not the whole party, but I appreciate that you're learning. You took Sully.
For those
Okay.
And I tried. I tried to get you out.
Jay's his first
Okay.
character.
This
He
is on you.
No,
I tried and you
No.
stopped me.
no, not on me.
Okay, Lauren, I'm going to. It needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Hey, what is this?
Going to attempt Phantasmal Killer.
Holy crap.
Okay. What level spell is Phantasmal Killer?
4th.
4. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so you release the spell, and you can see, similar to what had happened to Kazator earlier, as the Puppet Master is targeted with this spell, it uses its reaction to just entirely unravel the energy of the spell.
Can I counterspell this?
As before, this is not a spell in particular, this is an innate ability that it has.
Wisdom saves are not good.
Okay.
Fun fight.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you go ahead, you get to the point where you release the spell, and the Puppet Master turns and sees it coming and makes the same sort of negating emotion. That same snap of energy echoes through the room, unraveling the energies of your spell.
Okay. Can I use my movement to try and push Gertie back the direct, like put myself in front of Gertie and push her behind me?
Yeah. We can go ahead and let that happen.
Putting her in a corner.
Okay.
Did Gertie
Is
take a
that your turn, Rye?
Yeah?
All right, at the end of your turn, he's going to use another legendary action to make... Seeing the arcane shield on Kazator, he's going to go ahead...
Kiss my butt.
Doran is missing part of his armor at the moment.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I don't know how much that's hurting my AC.
We'll call it. Hold on. What is plate armor 5e? Normally your AC is 18 plus the shield puts you at 20. Is that right?
I'm at 21.
He has a magical
21.
+1 shield.
+1 shield. That's right. Okay.
So
We'll
how much are
say-
you reducing me by?
We'll say we'll reduce it by 3 because you still have parts of it. You still have some of the pauldrons and the
I literally have everything else.
everything but the
except
chest piece. So
the
it's,
chest plate.
I mean, a fairly large part of your body that's not covered. So we'll take it from 18 down to 15 for your standard, which will put your total AC at 18. Does that track?
So it's basically like I don't have stuff, shield, or something.
Essentially. Like the math would be the same, but you do have your shield, so you can still use your protection fighter and some of the things that would require the use of your shield. But he is going to, having not had much luck with Kazator, he's going to go ahead and make a melee attack against you.
Fantastic.
That is going to be a 26 to hit. With this Paragon's Yoke, that is going to be 11 points of piercing damage and 7 points of necrotic damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
+4.
+4 to what?
Your saving throw.
And what was the saving throw?
Constitution.
Oh, I'm good at those. Ooh, well. 8 plus 8 is 16, plus
16.
4, so
20.
Modified 20.
Yeah.
That succeeds. So you feel this
Huzzah!
draining, sucking pull on something deep within your core, but you manage to resist the effect and shake it off.
Booyah.
Alright, that is... Alright, Gertie is up next. Gertie is...
Did she take a turn last round?
Oh, this is
Round
all still
one.
the first round.
Yeah, this is round 1.
Oh, so dang, she got like a 0 or something.
You did not roll very well, but she's also not super dexterous.
She wasn't expecting a fight to break out in her back room.
Yeah, I don't think any of us were.
Yeah, no joke.
Let's see. At this point, what would she do?
Use on the gauntlets of strength.
Let's see. Okay. With the close quarters, she's not going to be able to use a number of things she normally would. So she's going to go ahead. You see her preparing a series of hand motions that are fairly familiar as she releases an upcasted magic missile, which will automatically hit.
Get it, Gertie.
You see 6 missiles essentially fly out, dodging around the room, moving, twisting, getting between each of y'all before sort of surrounding this figure in Val's body and then impacting with an arcane explosion. Help me count this up. 7,
7.
6, 13, and rolled quite well for that. That is another 9.
7. 22.
22, thank you. So a total of 22 points of damage.
Don't underestimate the Gertie.
For real.
Well,
She is walking towards the door, right?
Having made her attack, you see her make sure she can do this. Yep. Okay. You see her shift briefly, as though stepping into a brief flash of fog, and then she disappears from view.
She straight up ripped herself out. She said,
Yes.
I'm out.
Nope.
Rye, with your passive perception, you'd see her through the door in the main body of her shop still. There's a counter along the wall, sort of by the door, over where the till is, where she had sort of set up camp the other day. You see her rifling through there looking for something.
I know, right?
Maybe
Top of the order.
Never have I rooted for a little old lady so hard.
I know, right?
maybe she's got the Deus Ex Machina we need.
Top of the order is Oust.
That would be hilarious.
Magic double barrel shotgun.
She comes back in with holy water and is like, "Get them demons out of you, boy!" Put that evil butter knife away.
You see Gertie kicking in the door.
Then the doom music starts
Ooh,
playing.
Oust. Oust needs to roll the d6. That's right.
What did you roll?
A 5. You can see where these strings have wrapped around his head and neck, where he is blinded and unable to breathe. And Rye, as you're taking in how these strings, these tethers have surrounded him, you see his body tense in a moment of extreme panic. And you see him just start clawing at his face, trying to get these ropes off of him, leaning, throwing himself backwards against the wall, just in his utter terror and fright, caught in some awful memory.
Can I yell
Ultimately,
at him? Can I yell at him?
Sure.
I'm gonna yell across to him. Remember yourself, Archivist.
Make a persuasion check. Or intimidation, depending on how you want to approach this.
Intimisuasion.
My brain. 21.
21. That will do it. Right. Just double checking. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, good deal. He hears you through over the roar of the fire on the table, over the clamor of battle. Your voice pierces through his darkness. You see this frantic clawing turn into something more purposeful as he starts taking the ropes, these tethers on his face, and tearing them to pieces, managing to free himself, looking over at you, giving you a nod, and readjusting his grip on the sword.
I'll wink at him when he nods.
Oh, ho, ho.
Right.
What's happening?
What?
They're about to die, and here's the bottom line.
There's nothing we can do.
Alright. Halberd,
Yay.
I need you to roll a d6.
I've been rolling. I've rolled ones on
It's a lot of
every dice
It's a lot of ones.
that I have rolled at some point. A d20, a d6, a d10.
Be great if you
Getting
could
them
have a
all
turn.
out of the way.
Actually get to do something.
Yeah, I would like to do something right now.
I know, right? This villain sucks.
I feel so bad for Gertie's shop. Like, she just got raided, and now she got raided by her friends. Like,
We're all going to be banned for life.
Val, just Val.
I
I'm
mean,
not going to be around to be banned.
Right.
Not right now, the way this is going.
I did break her front door.
We're going to blame that on this guy.
Yep.
brought a freaking anvil and a cursed sword in here and tried to break it and had a crazy light show and explosions, and now this.
Oh, yeah, there's a 20-pound anvil somewhere around
So
here.
moving forward, this doesn't take all night.
Halberd, what was on the D6?
A 1.
A 1. Okay, good deal.
No, it's not.
On a 1, the strings encircle your legs. You are restrained.
I can deal with this.
I was gonna say that's not terrible.
Mhm.
No, I'm not saying it's good.
It could be worse. Making all the shots.
Okay. Things. So, like my legs, I can't step, but I can still shoot.
Your speed becomes 0.
Yep.
You cannot benefit from any bonus to your speed. You attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attacks have disadvantage, and you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Grief.
This isn't grappled. This is its big brother, restrained.
Because it got my legs.
Mm-hmm.
Seems legit.
Sure. So it feels like I've got something on them. Can I see like actual tendrils and tentacles?
Mm-hmm.
+1 dagger, and I'm slicing through them.
Okay, so that'll take your action to completely free yourself from them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good idea.
Does he get his bonus action?
For this particular one, yes.
I'm stepping backwards. And kind of like, I can see right behind me, so like just hand out, like this is not a good place to be in, so it's not a like, hey, leave, but it's like, we need to start backing up.
He's not trying to hold your hand.
No.
Right.
It is very just like, let's try to reposition the room.
Okay.
There is a door right there. Don't forget.
Yes, I'm working my way to there. There's also a line of flame right beside me.
Well, there's
Everything's on fire.
this door.
What?
The back door.
What?
Yeah, the back door was right behind you. You had your back to it.
Locked or not?
No, it's open. Alice has been going in and out of that. You saw him when he came in.
I'm stepping outside.
Okay, go ahead and you step outside.
How far are you going?
Just one.
Knocked over a stool.
Mm-hmm.
Don't leave it knocked over. It's more legit.
All right, at the end of your turn, Halberd, he's going to use another legendary action. Yeah, he's gonna use a melee strike on Doran again.
Yay!
That is going to be a 21 to hit.
Yes, because you've killed my AC.
To be fair, you were the one who took your chest plate off.
Yeah, but it doesn't take 5 minutes to do a buckle.
Moving
It
on.
does in D&D.
Rules as written, it takes 10.
I know it. It's so dumb. I'm salty because I disagree with this rule.
Here's the deal, man. The way I'd say it like this, like in normal everyday, like you go to the gun range shooting, it doesn't take 5 minutes to do a mag change, but you're under pressure, things are rising, you pull out the mag and you put it in the wrong way, and then you put it in upside down, and then it's backwards, and then you do it upside down and backwards, and then you get it right, and then you forget to hit the bolt for your AR. And so you gotta run through that, and you accidentally mag drop instead. That's what this is. You fast practice with your axe. We've not fast practiced armor application.
I
That's
still
a good
disagree
explanation.
with it. I still disagree with it.
Dorn's like, in my
You're
I
allowed.
put on armor.
I begrudgingly accept it.
Alright. That is going to be 12 points of piercing damage and 10 points of necrotic damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
What was that total? 22?
22.
Okay.
Oh,
Another con save?
Yep.
Yes.
+4.
Damn thing.
Okay.
9 plus 8 plus 4, so 1 better than last time.
Yeah, 21. You're fine. You feel that same sort of cold sucking energy from deep within your core, but you shake it off
Almost
again,
at half
resist
health,
it.
so-
This does suck.
Yes, it does. Very much
All right, Kazator, your turn.
Okay. What the heck? I'm gonna try to cast Hex on him. Jordan thinks this isn't gonna work, but I don't think Kasator quite understands what's going on yet.
It's okay.
Only because of
You cast Hex. What is that, a save?
Hex just is. It's concentration, and you place a curse on a creature that you can see within range. Until it ends, I get a d6 of extra damage, and I pick one ability that he has disadvantage on.
Yeah, he's already used this reaction this turn. If there's no save, it takes effect. He is hexed.
Oh, it's a reaction.
Ew.
Okay. Gotcha. The way you said it earlier, I was metaing and trying not to give K-Star. So I'm glad I was wrong anyways. So he's hexed, and let's say he has disadvantage. It's a ability check, so that's not saving throws.
Not
so
saving
wisdom's
throws.
not gonna help. So
Unless y'all are trying to to hide or be stealthy. Perception would be wisdom. Insight would be wisdom.
okay.
Charisma would be persuasion, intimidation, deception.
Right.
If you're, I mean,
Um,
strength would be athletics.
yeah,
Dexterity would be
dex.
acrobatics. If you want to make him less stealthy.
Yeah.
Interested in stealth.
Sure. Let's go ahead and say, I don't know, Arcana seems. Let's do intelligence. I don't know. Why not?
Advantage on intelligence.
His ability to
checks.
stab is kind of brutal.
That way he'll be crap at history and nature checks.
Perfect.
That's the big brain move. That's
No,
gonna
it'll
save
be-
all of our lives.
Oh, wisdom is. Oh yeah, investigation and Arcana. I don't know. I said it. Okay, so he's hexed, and then let's just take a shot with the crossbow and see if he likes bones.
No!
Oh. I was like, it doesn't matter if it's on it. I guess it does, doesn't it? I said it.
As you shoot, I go, Kasator, no!
Oh my god.
The town guard is coming, man. We're all getting arrested.
I regret my decisions
If we live.
as I
All
roll.
of them from the past 45 minutes. Not today. In game.
It's the bathtub.
18 to hit.
18 will hit.
That's the name of the episode. I missed the bathtub.
The bathtub was safer.
The bathtub
Okay.
was safer.
And now we're also going to find out if I did a second bad thing, which I'm guessing I did, but again, we'll see. That's okay, 1d6.
Just have
And then
Pick the damage one. Oh, there.
where did my d4 go?
Yep, that's our part.
No, not there.
Where did my cards go? I'm trying to remember. Did I go from? Oh, here they are. Okay, yeah, 2d4. Cool. So that's going to be 6 piercing,
Okay.
6 thunder,
Sure.
and we'll see if this is 5 necrotic.
You see the piercing and the thunder do the damage you would expect them to.
Huh?
Something about the necrotic doesn't seem to have any effect.
Okay, I'm
You're
okay with that.
expecting it. You're
I
not.
was afraid of a reverse effect, so I'll take none.
That discreet feeling.
Yeah. Okay.
You're not seeing any damage from any necrotic effect.
That's fine. So that's action bonus, and I'm kind of stuck. So good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your
That was
shield
pitiful.
is down at the end of your turn. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
But I can act like it's still there. Can I roll a
totally.
performance check for that?
If you'd like, go for it.
I feel like the way you said that means I'm going to act like it, but he knows, so this is my only shot. Maybe if I nat 20, you'll be like, okay. Oh, that was actually close. Performance, that's a 29.
29.
Dang.
It's a very convincing performance.
Sweet.
You should have chosen wisdom.
He rolled a 45 in reading bullshit.
All right. It is the Puppet Master's turn.
I was so hoping.
He does not get the string attack back.
Yay!
So he is going to take his rapier.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to... Yeah, he's had pretty good luck attacking Doran. He's going to do his first attack. It's going to be a 26 to hit. Which is going to be... Oh, not nearly as good. 5 points, or excuse me, 11 points piercing damage and 4 points necrotic damage, so 15 total. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
I am bloodied. Each one of these rolls has gone up by 1.
Okay. For these Constitution saving throws, I need you to tell me only if you roll a 7 or below. Okay?
I rolled a 10.
Perfect. Alright, he's going to take his second strike on Doran.
Wonderful.
Which is a natural 20.
Ooh.
All right. It was nice knowing y'all.
Defense word? Like defense?
No shit, I kill you not. That is a 1 on all the dice.
Hey.
But that's only 7 points of piercing damage and 2 points of necrotic damage, so 9 total, and then I need you to make a Constitution save.
Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta fix what I just typed in. Oh, yeah, that's a 6.
Okay, so that will be a failure, even standing as close as you are to Sulyex.
Yup, great. What does that do, Lauren?
That means you take another... You take 8 points of necrotic damage, your maximum hit point is reduced by 8, and you see a little bit of vitality flow into the Puppet Master. Third and final attack. You said you're looking bloodied?
I'm at 28 hit points, Lauren.
Okay. Yeah. Third and final attack.
Yeah.
That is going to be a 28 to hit, natural 17 on the dice.
Cutting words. I probably can't do crap with that high of a thing, but he's getting pulverized.
Natural 17.
I'll cutting words. I'll just yell. If I picked a body as ugly as that, I'd run, not fight.
I can't even be mad at you right now.
Roll your...
I'm at a D10. I'm gonna double check
You need
just in case I've gone up to
You need
D12,
to-
but I know I haven't. I need a. You're at what? What, Doran? Are you at a 18?
You need a 10.
No,
What?
yo, you said 28. I can't do anything.
Because
I
even...
have 28 HP right now.
It would
A
still meet
10,
his
a 10
AC.
would be an 18, so
It would still meet it.
I'm sorry. I was thinking. I don't know. I was thinking 26 for some reason. Yeah, 28. Okay, I can't do anything. Yeah, he's rolling too high. What I can do, I will still cutting words it, and I will. I can because I can cut damage instead of the to hit, so I can reduce damage by a D10.
Okay.
So I'll
So go
do
ahead and
that.
roll that d10. The damage is...
That's a 7, so I reduce damage by 7.
That's you.
Yeah.
9, no.
That's you.
I kept saving the cutting words because he's rolling so freaking high.
7 piercing, and...
So piercing's cut.
Okay, so 4
Essentially.
points necrotic damage. I need you to make one more Constitution save.
That's why I was hoping to cut the hit so he wouldn't have to make the save.
7 and what? 4?
So I cut it by 7. So you only take 4
You only
damage.
take 4, and then I need you to make a Constitution save.
Oh wait, so the damage was only 4?
Yes, because
Oh, wow.
Kazator knocked it down for you.
Hold on, I gotta add 3 back. Okay. Constitution saving throw.
Come on.
What was that? No, that's another 6. So,
Okay.
yeah.
6 total.
Well, the dice roll was
No.
6.
It's 6
So plus
plus
his modifier, plus 4 from being with Ziliax, that'll take him down to just under the DC.
Yep.
So that is going to be 6 points of necrotic damage, and you have your maximum hit point reduced by 6. And you see the Puppet Master gain slightly more vitality. And then
Alright.
as a bonus action, is he going to?
You gonna kill me?
No, he likes where he's at right now. He's been making good progress on Doran. He feels pretty confident staying here. Yeah, he's gonna stay here for now. Okay. That means he does get those back. And he gets that back. And it is Ciliex's turn.
Okay. Seeing Doran as hurt as he is, I'm going to start with saying, Doran, you're not done with this fight yet, and I'm going to cast a 3rd level healing word,
That would be really good.
and you get
At this point, you do see a very familiar hand action as he does counterspell your healing word.
Can I counterspell his counterspell?
You can counterspell his
I will
counterspell.
counterspell his counterspell.
Does he counterspell the counterspell?
He only gets 1 reaction. Counterspell's a reaction.
Darn.
Okay, so you heal. Sorry. You heal for 7 hit points. Woo! And then, Lauren,
Yes.
I'm at 25.
I'm going to hit him with the axe.
Okay.
Your sword. It's a sword.
I was like,
Natural 20.
Yeah.
boom!
And with that, I'm going to dump a 3rd level Divine Smite into that.
Heck yes.
Do it.
Okay.
Lauren, is he undead?
He is undead.
Okay.
Come on! Please!
Oh,
Okay, so if that's level 1,
Yes.
that's level 3.
Oh my
That's
goodness,
undead.
that is so
That's
good.
my sword.
oh, this is bad.
Badly.
Okay, that's for you. Good for this fight because my arsenal
Okay.
just opened up a bit.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. I'm so glad that Lauren said that.
10.
I'm also terrified of what happens if y'all put me back.
Jay, you might want to look at the text of certain spells.
40. Hold on.
Any particular certain spell while he's counting?
Okay, Lauren, that's 48 radiant damage.
48, okay.
And
Radiance. Please tell me he's susceptible.
13 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then with that, I'm going to use my. I can't believe I'm going to use it for this, but I'm going to use my Channel Divinity. Because I used a smite, I'm going to burn my Channel Divinity, and Doran gets an additional
Oh, hey.
13, 23 temporary hit points.
Dang!
So, okay, hold on.
And
Okay, we'll get to that in a minute, Jay. Never mind.
that was attack number 1. I'm hitting him again.
Do it.
Dude, that's a natural 2 for a total of 13. I think that misses.
That will miss.
My sword is pretty much at full now because I just did a ton
Yeah.
of radiant damage.
No, that was good.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be. I'm just gonna growl in his face and stare at him, and that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, let me see here.
No, it's not my sword.
Nice. That's fun.
Yeah, he did not like that. So at the end of your turn, he's going to use one of his legendary actions and turn into a familiar cloud of mist. Misty step.
This bastard's a vampire, isn't he?
Straight north to right behind Rye there.
Okay.
Son of a whore.
Howard!
Alright. That was Celiax's turn, right?
Yep.
Doran, you're up.
How much does it take for me to move through a person?
Double movement.
Okay.
It's difficult
so
terrain, so Alice will be squeezing against the wall, you'll be squeezing past. It'll be a brief moment of things taking longer just because you're squeezing, and then you'll get past him and have room to move.
Alright, well then I'm gonna move to go hit the guy.
25 gets you right next to him.
Yeah.
Be a
Alright,
fighter.
I will hit him 3 times with the axe. Well, actually, hold on. First, I want to bonus action my which thing do I want? Storm Rune. I'm gonna activate Storm Rune so I can impose advantage and disadvantage.
Alright, that's your bonus action.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright,
And then I want
for your
to
action,
hit
you're going to attack.
3 times.
Go for it.
I
Boom.
will pick 3 dice and I will throw them. Well. All right, cool. 2 natural ones, so that's great.
Those will miss.
And a 9 plus what? 9 plus 10, so 19.
19 will hit.
Wonderful.
Is that with advantage, or you can only impose that on somebody else?
Well, technically, I can impose that on myself, but
But it would use his reaction to do it. Get it back at the end of his turn.
Yeah.
At the
Can
start
you
of his
use your
turn?
reaction on your turn?
You can, yeah. You get it at the
Yeah.
start of your turn, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So he'd have to go through a whole round before he could use his reaction again, but it's an option.
You may be better off saving it. For
Yeah, no, I was just curious. I don't know how it works, so
Save it for the get hit part.
yeah, no, I'm
yeah, that's pretty much how I've used it anyway, is defensively. Great.
It's a pain in the butt using it defensively.
I love you too. So that's 9 lightning and 7 plus shit. Where is it? I just add the 6 for. Yeah. Okay, so sorry, 13, and we'll say slashing.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gritting my teeth through the whole thing because I don't like the fact that I'm having to chop Val in half.
Alright.
Val deserves it.
Yeah, but he's still my friend, even if he did it dumb. I can't wait to get killed now.
At the end of your turn, he is going to make a rapier attack.
Cool.
Knowing what he knows about everybody.
Mm-hmm.
God, I hate I failed those saves.
Well, if he's gonna use the sword, it's against either one of the 2 of us, and I'm just gonna use the thing to disadvantage him, I suppose. What's he doing?
He's gonna attack Rye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Disadvantage because I have 2 ways to do that.
Okay. But they both use your reaction, so which one are you doing?
I mean, either one. It does. I mean, I guess. Well, mechanically they're
the same.
Yeah, shield. Use my shield.
Okay.
Throw my ass in
So
front of him.
interposing your shield, jostling him a little bit, With disadvantage, that will be a 21 to hit.
Yay.
What's
That was
your
a
AC,
15
Ryan?
and a 10, so that's still going to be a 21 to hit.
It misses.
Oh,
Wizard
I
armor,
gotta use
Lauren. I need you to find wizard armor for me.
We'll get there. We'll get there. If Rye survives, if Rye doesn't die again.
If anything,
I feel like mithril chain or something like that. They should be able to wear.
Ryan, what is your AC normally?
that's what I wanted to try and do with all that mithril. Make some stuff for
13.
all of us.
Oh god. I thought you had like light armor or something.
I do.
Oh,
I do
no.
indeed.
All right, Rye. That's going to be 10 points of piercing damage
Okay.
and 12 points of necrotic damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
No, that's not.
Okay. That is 7 points of necrotic damage. And you see... You feel this draining sensation, and you get a little bit more cold. Just your whole body tenses a little bit as you feel power flow out of you, and you see the Puppet Master revive with a little bit more vitality.
I'm going to use my Infernal Legacy to cast Hellish Rebuke on him.
Ew.
Okay. And what is that?
Sorry, I have to find it.
Wait,
A creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish fire. They must make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, it's saving, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, that's going to be a 13. But he will use his legendary resistance to succeed instead.
Okay, so 2d10.
Legendary resistance with the feed dead.
Love you, Jordan.
5. So it was 11, halves would be 5.
5. What type of damage?
Fire damage.
Okay. Good deal. Yep. Is that your turn?
No, that was a reaction. For my turn.
Yes,
Val
because
is-
he attacked. So it is your turn now. You are after Doran. So yes, you're good.
Val is wearing armor, correct?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No? Okay. Well,
What you
that is
see,
anyway.
what you see is this arcane energy swirling around his form that seems to function to slightly slow down the weapons. You see it becomes slightly more powerful as time passes.
I'm going to say I've been wanting to do this for so
So the
long to
AC
you.
apparently keeps going up.
And I'm going to reach out with Shocking Grasp. That's going to be a 27 to hit.
Oh, nice.
Okay, it's not a saving throw.
Nope. It's just a melee spell attack.
And he's already used his reaction.
Yay.
Okay, 27 hits.
I'm shaking right now.
Yo, I see where your brain's at, and I like it.
This is a great idea.
Man.
That's only 3 points of damage. Or no, I get another d8. Or, yeah.
You should
Hang on.
be throwing 3d8, I think.
Yeah, so that's 7 points of damage. And then I'm going to use my actual action to Misty Step between Kazator and Oust.
Good.
And
Misty
with-
Step. So Shocking Grasp was your action,
And that's
Right.
a cantrip.
and it's a cantrip. Bonus action spell, Misty Step. Yeah, you're good. Okay.
And with Shocking Grasp, he can't take reactions direct until the end of his next turn.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even get that far.
That's where we all thought you were going.
I thought you were just gonna run.
Yeah, like
I thought
straight
that's
up.
why you were doing it. You're
I was like, oh, she's gonna reaction and then just run away. Nope, you're like,
Oh, wait. So he's paralyzed?
Not paralyzed, he just can't take reactions.
Right.
A very,
Oh,
very
okay.
mild paralysis.
But
Yeah,
still,
that's
like, I
great.
didn't get that either. That's
You
awesome.
can't.
Totally
You
could have
can't-
just ran to where she missed a step too.
He can't spell cancel though for a round.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Well, no, she
You
said that
hope.
was a.
You
Yeah.
hope.
Well, it seems like a reaction. Yes, I hope. And I
Right.
pray. And I beg.
Rye, at the end of your turn, he is going to use another legendary action.
There it is.
Doran's the only one in range, so he's going to make his attack on Doran.
I really wish it
Alright.
was my turn again so I could have reactions back.
Oh, that's not nearly.
Oh, is it? No, you didn't hit this time?
Poor thing.
Is that what it is? Or was the damage just
I
not
only
high enough?
rolled a 7. That's an 18.
That's all you need.
That's his AC.
That's all you
All
need.
right.
Yeah, that's my AC right now.
Okay. 18.
yeah. I
That
just
is
barely
going
hit.
to be
Mm-hmm.
8 points of piercing damage and
Fantastic.
8 points of necrotic damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm having a waking nightmare. Hey, that's a natural 15 on the dice roll.
Woo!
So, like all that other stuff.
Oh, man.
Hello?
Yes.
Sorry,
no.
say that one more time. 18 on the dice roll?
I rolled a 15.
15
So,
on the
plus
dice
all
roll.
the other
Yes,
stuff.
that is a success. You are good. You
Yeah.
resist the draining effects.
I don't get to be his blood Capri Sun. Huzzah!
All right. Gertie's turn.
Dirty
she
like
to
this pull
is-
up.
She has an RPG, and she just fires it in this back room and is done with all of us.
All of us.
I want Gertie to come out with a magic
Except
like
for
12
you.
gauge and just.
I'm hoping she has.
Who lived?
You see her. You see, actually, no one's really in position to see her except for the puppet master in Val's
Oh.
form.
Oh god.
And I
I like
can't
where
do
this is
anything.
going.
Fireball the room, Gertie.
I'm hoping she's got an urn like Halbert's necklace or something.
So y'all have no idea what Gertie's doing at this point, but she does her thing.
Do your thing, Gertie.
She does it well, and it's amazing, and it saves all our asses.
We heard.
She is going to end her turn by showing up 5 feet inside the main shop area on the doorway there, just so she has a clear view of most of the room there. Those of y'all with passive perception will say 16 and above in the midst of battle to sort of glance over and see any of this. You do see she is holding something in her hand. It looks like a wand of some kind.
Oh god. Yes!
Wand of fireballs.
The wand of get out of my house.
With passive perception 20 and proficiency in Arcana, can I try and see if I just know what it is?
I don't think
I'll allow you to make an Arcana check.
Sweet.
Would he have line of sight to her?
Yes, shut up.
Not really,
Well, if
but
I can't
we'll let
put
it
my
happen.
chest plate back on, everyone has to follow the rules. If I can't put that chest plate back on, we all have to follow the stupid rules.
Kinsor has X-ray vision. He just didn't tell you. It's 15.
Okay.
15. No, not at this point. Not with the midst of combat going on, with people between y'all and her still being just in the doorway. It's not at this point.
Cool. It's Harry Potter.
Okay, that is her turn. Back to the top of the order.
X-ray vision.
Oust at this point is going to. He's had enough of waiting. This has particularly damaged Rye. He is going to leap through the fire on the table, slide across it with a pretty athletic. He is going to take some fire damage.
Was that athletics or acrobatics?
It was a fairly acrobatic slide across.
Okay, he has disadvantage.
No, oust.
Oust,
Oh.
not Val. Oust.
Sorry.
I was like,
You were
"What
like,
are you
I'm trying to
doing?"
figure out stuff about him.
Yeah, you do notice he's
like Oust.
while his form is lithe and strong, it is definitely more on the dexterous side of things. No, I take that back. No, it was while he is fairly acrobatic, he is fairly strong.
He's better than you, Halberd.
That's fine.
He is going to come up on Val's form there. He is going to take his 2 attacks. First one, he swings with his longsword. That will hit. That is going to be not great on the die. Why can I not math this? 5
Because
plus
it's handy.
7, 12. Okay, thank you. That is 12 points of damage there. Oh, he's starting to look rough.
Yes,
I think that's neat.
That's terrible.
I only dealt 50-something points of damage in one
I
hit.
know, I did 40 something. So.
And he's going to make his second attack,
my
which is
HP.
not as good. That will not hit. So he slices once. You see it make contact, opening up a wider gash across his front. You see him slice again. Val's form just shifts back out of the way.
I'm just saying, it's got to be stronger than me.
Yeah.
That is going to be his turn. He turns to Rye and says, what does he say?
What does he say?
That is an excellent question. He turns to Rye and no, actually, he's not going to say that just yet. Hold that thought. We'll see what happens next.
That was almost it.
There you go.
We almost got some mushy out of him.
He was gonna confess his love in the middle of battle.
At the end of Alf's turn, he
Kieran's like, I can't
is
be the only mushy
going
one.
to make his
Yeah,
melee strike on.
Just bring
he
it.
doesn't
Bring
know
it. I'm
anything
ready.
about Oust, but Doran is unarmored, so yeah, he's
Yep.
going to make his strike on Doran.
Bahamut, take me! I'm ready.
That is 23 to hit. That is going to be 10 points of piercing damage and
Yay!
11 points of necrotic damage.
Ouch.
All right.
Yeah, that was a 5 and a 6 on 2d6. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
All righty.
Jordan, we need your reactions back.
I know.
I rolled a 11.
Okay.
So, are you still within? You're not within feet of Celiax anymore. so
11 plus 8 will give him a 19, though.
19.
Yep.
That'll be it. That succeeds.
Huzzah! I did
So you
give him
resist
more
the greening.
Yep. This is great.
That is going to be Halberd up next.
Cool. Well, I'm going to come around the corner, seeing that he is no longer present, and everyone is facing him. So I'm going to pull out my holy water arrow and sharpshooter Zephyr Strike bonus action and light him up if I can.
Holy crap, man!
Sure.
He just cast a spell right there.
I mean, essentially.
Sharpshooter bonus action.
At 20.
Holy water. Or sharpshooter Zephyr Strike bonus action. Holy water.
Yeah.
I like it.
Howard's over here summoning a great old one into the fight.
In case you
This
missed
won't
it,
be-
Halberd also just rolled another natural 20.
Yes.
Garrett, I love your reactions. Brenda, you look like you're about to cry.
28 times 2.
At this point,
56.
I just want those of us who
56.
can
Plus
to live.
10.
66.
2 natural ones on the only turn I got to attack on. So
Plus what?
72.
72.
Damn!
Okay,
My man.
Albert. This one's yours.
Kill Val!
Right across, like I'm leveling it, and I'm picturing like Al straight on, like hacking the dude. And so I got line of sight, and I'm just going to put it right past Al's ear into the guy's head and just pin him to the wall.
Oh my god!
Is
I
this
don't even
within?
feel bad about this.
Did that kill him within 10 hit points? Can I cutting words halberd and kill him myself?
Do you have your reaction? Because I still have a second
No.
attack.
I don't. But I wanted it.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay, Halberd. Getting a sense of some movement over his position with this last swing, oust missed, getting Val dodged into the perfect position. You line up your shot, you release your arrow, it flies true, sinking straight through his eye into his brain, and the body just sags against the wall, pinned with the force of the shot. The holy water slowly seeping and scorching out of the ruined eye socket, just creating a mess of the face
ew.
of what once was your dear friend.
Ugh.
Sorry, Val.
I'm not even mad at this point. Y'all are still alive.
Hey, Lauren,
Yes.
saying that he's dead, the minute it gets back to my turn, the sword's going to pulse and Doran gets 50 hit points.
Okay.
5-0.
5-0.
Great, thank you. I was at 11.
Got you,
You
boo.
You could save your charges and we could use spells.
I'm going to walk up
Just stay recharged so quickly.
and
Yeah.
take my
We need those spell slots.
because it's still my turn, and I'm cutting the belt with the scabbard and the sword off.
Okay.
Over the ground.
The scabbard
Lord.
falls to the ground.
Lauren, quick question. The negative to my HP, will that ever go away?
Yeah, over a long rest.
Okay, cool.
You don't know that
I
yet. Technically,
I
that's
dropped-
sort of metagaming, but yeah, next long rest, that'll heal.
okay. Well, I thought it was a rules question more than anything.
Hmm.
I drop to my knees. I scream out a few expletives. I go scoop up the chest plate and I just walk out the back door. Actually, no. I get to the door. I look at the chest plate and I just throw it at the table.
The table that is still on fire.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not.
It's not going to
mithril,
do
it's not gonna-
anything to your armor. Your armor is mithril and can withstand
It's
much higher
sooty.
temperatures.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna go outside and be pissed off.
Okay. Right?
I'm gonna pick up the tongs from wherever Doran threw them, walk over and summon the trunk, and throw the sword, belt, and all into the trunk.
Gonna nod. Can I start walking out after Doran?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Does she struggle to get to put it in the trunk?
The biggest moment of struggle, the tongs are unwieldy, but going a little slower and taking your time, you can manage to get it. The biggest struggle comes in actually separating the sword from the body, where it seems like the flesh had almost started to meld around the blade itself.
Lauren, is there anything, is there anything, Lauren, to be done with Val's body, or is it just utter decay at this point?
At this point, it's just, it is wrecked.
Okay.
It is leaning against the wall, pinned in place by an arrow through the eye, through the brain, and piercing out the back of the skull.
Hey, okay, explain to me the courtyard setup.
Outside in the back,
Yeah.
it's a rectangular courtyard. You're hearing a little bit of activity out there back now. Where the loud noise, the hubbub, has started to attract some attention. There is a well in the middle of the courtyard. You know this. You had traveled through that well when it had been emptied to get into the sewer system.
I'm going to look at everybody who's still in the room, and I'm going to say, okay, Sator, all of his items are in that room. I believe there's some magic items that could help individuals. You will want those. I can take his body. I'll claim him as a heretic and deal with this. Y'all need to leave.
I had just walked up to Silyex as he was beginning to say this, and just, is there nothing we can do for him?
Sarai is the only one who could possibly do something, and I can't go see her right now. Have her message me as soon as possible, but for the sake of Gertie and all of you, I need to take this body, and I need to claim that this was me, and he was a heretic. But you all cannot be here. Please keep me informed on what's going on, but...
How do we do that? We just lost our message.
Fine, Sarai. I'm so sorry.
What
I
if-
have no idea.
What if Halberd lets Nightbane out into the sewers and gets Val's body into the charm? You can say that the heretic got away and you're chasing him.
You have to be alive for the charm. He is an object, not a creature. And I will move over and start just straight up picking up. I'm going to take the arrow out because I don't shoot arrows. So I'm going to take the arrow out of him. And I'm just going to pick him up and I'm going to start walking out the front door.
As we're leaving, I'll look over at Gertie and say, are you going to remain here or would you like to come with us?
It's been so active for such an old woman. Maybe a rest in the quiet might be due.
As I pass Gertie, I'm going to look at her and say, I am so sorry. I didn't know what he wanted, and when he told me, I saw a desperate man, and I didn't know if it would work, but I had no idea.
I am sorry for your loss. My shop can be repaired. I trust, Silyex, that you would have done your very best by your friend.
I don't think my best was enough in this instance.
Sometimes it is not, and those left behind have to learn to live with that.
I don't like this. And I'll walk out the front door.
As we walk out behind him to disperse and get away from the scene and to find Sarai. As I walk out and as I turn to part ways with Silyex, I'll just put my hand on his shoulder as I begin to turn and just say, we heard the bell. We know that he did this to himself.
Thank you, brother. And I'll walk away.
As y'all begin to disperse, making your way back to the catacombs.
I would have gone back and scooped it up. I wouldn't have put it on yet, but I'm carrying it.
You hear the guards coming. You hear voices and clattering, raised awareness of something happened, and people starting to be curious and trying to figure out what. You see people starting to emerge from their homes.
Don't worry, I killed the heretic. Everything is fine. The Arbiter has arrived.
Silyex, make a persuasion check.
Yeah.
In the distance, he hears, you can do it, for our only human.
Lauren, do we hear him talking to the crowd?
Okay, so is that
Yep.
inspiration or no?
Yep. D10.
Lauren's not on my screen right now, so I don't know if you shook your head yes.
Yes.
I
You hear
assume
this.
That was a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Thank you, Jordan.
So, Yix, as you call out, the crowds start to calm. You still hear sort of the whistles of the guards incoming, but the crowd itself starts to spread word. Oh, the Arbiter is here. Nothing to fear. He will protect us. Everything's fine. With an undercurrent of fear. This is fine. Everything's fine. And people, except for those few brave souls who start to sort of gather to see the damage that had occurred, most folks go back into their homes. Val.
Yeah.
As everybody else has started to disperse. You are in a dark, void space. You sense nothing around you. No activity, no voices, nothing. It is eerily silent. And you're presented with a dim gray light, glowing closer and closer and closer, hovering before you. It washes the area around you in shades of gray, and between one moment of awareness and the next, not a breath, not a blink, and as you realize that, you realize you are not breathing, you are not blinking. It is so quiet, eerily quiet, because you do not feel your heartbeat. But this gray mote of light alters the scene in front of you. And in a brief moment, you're presented with a choice. There's a path ahead of you, and it splits in two. To the left-hand side, there's a path that leads, curving and winding, to an archway. And dimly on the other side, silhouetted, turned away from you, you see the familiar form of your father. To the right, the path is straight, leading in the distance to a forest. Quiet, dark, and it seems dimly illuminated with moonlight. You're at this fork. And there's no sense of time passing. You get the sensation that you can wait as long as you will, and the path will not change, but a choice is presented to you. There is a brief flutter of wings behind you. You look over your shoulder. You see the form of a single raven. It flies around you once. There's a small black feather that drifts down on the air to land at your feet. It lets out a brief caw, a call in the night, an ending. At least for now. What are you doing?
I'll reach out, pluck the feather, and look down at the bird. Is the bird up or down?
The bird is up.
Look up at the bird, just holding the feather. I'm not ready. And I'll just kind of fall to my knees. This wasn't supposed to happen. This was supposed to fix it, I'm not ready for this journey. And just let out this primal scream, realizing that there's no path back.
At this moment, not that you see.
And I'll look towards the archway. As much as I want to see you, we have so much to talk about. You left. She never did. And I'll turn, clutching the feather, and I'll look up at the raven and say, guide me to her. And I'll start walking towards the forest.
The raven flies overhead, low, fluttering, guiding you down the path into the moonlit forest. And that is where we will go ahead and end session for tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming with us on this adventure. I think this took turns that none of us expected. So,
Can't wait for next week, man.
things are getting crazy and hard. But thank you for sticking it out with us. Come back next week and we'll see what happens next. We'll see where the choices lead us. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves. Good night.
Bye.